Hi guys, welcome back to another video of Footy Nappies.
Good on you, mate. Good to be back. Good to be consistent with these, which is good. Get these episodes out. Not a great weekend for us in the footy with the Cats going down. But some good games of footy. Some teams really starting to rise, like your Adelaide's and Brisbane, even Gold Coast. We'll talk about them all later on, but I thought they did a mighty job on the opposition sides that they played against this week, or last week. So final spots are still up for grabs.
Yeah?
Who do you think's playing finals and who's not playing finals?
Wait, so should I do my top 8?
Do your top 8.
Okay, Collingwood, Brisbane, Geelong, Adelaide, Gold Coast, Hawthorn, Dogs. That's 7, and then who was that other side? Rio.
Rio, so Giants miss out.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, well, we might take a look at that later on, but talking about some of those top 8 sides anyway, under the pump this week. But let's kick off with in the news. Last week we had the Essendon medical staff / fitness people under the pump because a lot of injuries, soft tissue injuries, and it hasn't changed.
Yeah.
So Nick Martin, ACL, awful news. He's a gun. Very innocuous, wasn't it? It was when he was sort of pushed
Nick Martin.
over the line and over the boundary line, but nothing against the defender or the opposition player that did that. That gets done 100 times a game. Just super unlucky, wasn't
it?
Yeah. Will Setterfield, his foot was stood on by an opposition player, I believe, and he's injured, or a Liz Frank injury, which they can be quite an issue. The Liz Frank in the foot, whatever it is. I think it's the bone on top of the foot. But he's out for the season now.
Yeah.
Will Setterfield. And then Elijah Sardis at training.
Oh, yeah.
He's done a hammy.
It's the worst spot to do it.
So I think stand by the phone. You may even get a call up. I know the game's starting in about half an hour, but they may need you as their sub.
Me?
Well,
bye-bye.
Their injury list is a mile long.
Bye-bye, guys.
Yeah. We'll see you up there. No, they're in a lot of trouble there, the old Bombers, poor old Bombers. I don't know if he's coming back, to be honest. But a quick note is that the Bombers have equalled the record. Here he is, he's back.
Who's ready to play some games?
Yeah, you might have to wait till Friday night. Anyway, they got that many injuries, but they've equalled the record for most debutantes in a season.
Really?
Their 13th debutant, or
debut?
Yeah, 13th footballer is making his debut this year, which equals Fitzroy's, who's no longer in the competition, Fitzroy's record of 13 players making their debut
they could get 14.
91 season.
6.
Every chance they could get a 14th debut before the end of the season. Pardon me. So, yeah, they're having a tough time. I'm quite concerned the Giants could win by 100 points tonight.
Really?
Essendon's just decimated with injuries. I don't know. Could be wrong.
The Cats got...
Anything to add there?
Whoa!
On Essendon?
According, Giants should win by 100 plus points because they beat the Cats, and that would mean the Cats beat them by 95, so the Giants would win by 100 plus points.
Could get ugly. Poor old Zach Merritt. He's about the only one left there. Now, next in the news there, Tristan Cherry.
Yeah.
Got 3 weeks there for his high strike on
was it Rivers?
Sparrow.
Oh, Sparrow.
No, Sparrow, yeah. So knocked him out. I think he ended up trying to appeal the 3 weeks and, yeah, didn't get off. It got upheld.
That's what we like, though.
He was, well, he won't be there for when North play Geelong in 2 weeks, but him and his lawyers were suggesting that the physical contact was necessary. It was a necessary act of football. Obviously, the contact and where it got him was unfortunate, but anyway, upheld 3 weeks. Next one there, mate.
AFL Legends.
Legends game. Yeah, you would probably not. Do you remember seeing one of the AFL Legends games? Probably not.
Who was it?
Well, they do it. It is for a great cause.
Wait, can I guess the game?
Yeah. You wouldn't have seen it because you'd be too young to remember it pre-COVID, and it hasn't happened since COVID. So 5 years later or so, 2019 would have been the last one.
Is it Freeman and Collingwood?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's so.
Is it?
It's in the bye week, I think, before the finals. It's the 28th of August. Sure, a lot of the viewers will know what I'm referring to, but it's the AFL Legends. So it was on the back of Teddy Whitten, Footscray legend, passing away with prostate cancer back in the 90s, I think it was.
I know one of his. I'm pretty sure one of his sayings is make me make me look.
One of his big ones was Stick It Up 'em.
Oh, yeah.
The Big V, Victoria, when they played, the Allies or South Australia or Western Australia, was Stick It Up 'em. But yeah, so it's a great cause, fundraising and awareness for prostate cancer, men's prostate cancer, so that's fantastic. But the reason I'm talking about it, great to have it back. So there's all past players, like legends of the game, past players that play and represent. My dad and I went to the one when it was at Geelong. It was at Cardinia Park years and years. It would have been in the 90s.
Is it like Victoria?
Victoria versus the All Stars. Yeah. So, but this particular game, they've named a few of the players that are going to be there. Cyril Rioli, who you know of, but you don't remember him playing.
Wasn't he the one that did the dash down the wing?
Yeah. Or that could have been the other Aboriginal player. Yeah,
they were like chasing him. They was both fast and fast, and everybody wanted to see who was the fastest.
Yeah, Cyril Rioli's a superstar though. Retired too young, in my personal opinion. But
how old?
He would have been 29, I reckon, or 28. Played 189 games, I think, 4 premierships. He was a superstar. Gary Ablett Jr. is playing, which is unreal. Nick Rewalt, which is incredible, and Luke Hodge. So awesome. And there'll be a lot of other players, a lot of other older players that even I wouldn't have seen play, from the 80s and whatever else. But it's really good. So that's Thursday, the 28th of August.
But would Peter Dacos be playing?
Maybe not, but they may be able to get him out now. Just with, it's been 5 years, and he's in the limelight now with his son. So maybe that might be a draw card to get him back in there. And because they want to get as many people watching it. They want to get as many people there as possible to raise as much money and awareness as possible for men's prostate cancer. So. Thursday, 28th of August. We won't go, but we'll certainly watch it on TV. It's great. It's great to watch. Jason Horne-Francis, fractured foot, season over.
Ooh.
Yeah, a bit disappointing for him in the Power, but that hasn't been their year anyway, has it?
No.
I think he went head-to-head with, Harley Reid on Sunday, was it? Or Saturday, whatever it was. He went head-to-head, the two of them, and I think they might have had some words, and there's a lip reader that believes Harley Reid, after, Horne-Francis got stuck into Harley Reid's turned around and said, why don't you go back to your mummy? You left after 1 year, because he left North Melbourne after 1 year, and he was contracted for 2 or 3 years, but he wanted to go home, had a bit of a sook, so I think Harley Reid won that war of words. I think Horne-Francis obviously Port Adelaide won the game, so we'll press on though. Jack Graham from West Coast, so he's been suspended for 4 weeks for a homophobic slur against another player in the AFL, and
it was against Giants.
Yeah, self-admitted as well, I believe, to the club. Well, he confessed that he did it. So they suggest, or there's speculation that because he self-admitted his wrongdoing, that he got a lesser sentence, because there was another player that got 5 weeks for a homophobic slur a year or two ago.
I think it might have been but I know.
Might have been a Gold Coast player or someone.
Oh, I think it might. Yeah, it was a Gold Coast. I think it might have been Will Power.
Will Power, maybe. Okay, yeah. But anyway, no place for personal stuff like that. I mean, if I'm sure there probably are players that are that way inclined, and if they are, good luck to them. Not our place, and certainly as other players. I mean, there's better banter and stuff that you can have on the footy field.
I'm pretty sure that was after you got a goal.
Might have been.
I'm pretty.
But we should be able to articulate ourselves a bit better. Perhaps it might be something as simple as have a look at the scoreboard, or Stevie J. He used to say there was one day Stevie J said to his opposition,
No,
he said that to his teammates at 3/4 time in the 2007 grand final, and that's good banter. But he said to an opposition player one day, it was something like, how are you paying? How are you paying? And they said, what are you talking about? He said, well, how are you paying for the Stevie J show today? Because that was the Stevie J show. And there was another good one. I think it was Michael Voss, Brisbane champion. Obviously now Carlton coach who's struggling, but Brisbane champion, superstar footballer. I think it was in 2004 against the Cats, and the Brisbane Lions were at the peak of their powers. And Shannon Burns, who's the Geelong runner, have you seen him? He's the runner now. He runs the messages out. Anyway, he was a gunner. He was a 2-time premiership player at the Cats. He was in the midfield.
Oh, yeah.
And it was after half-time. And you know how the Auskick players go on the ground at half-time? It was just before, I think the siren went. The umpire was just about to ball up the ball. And Michael Voss said, no, wait. And they said, what's wrong? He said, the Auskick kids are still on the ground. And he was pointing at Shannon Burns because he's quite small. Anyway, that's good banter, not personal slurs about wives or, I suppose your sexual orientation, whatever else. But yeah, that was funny. That might not make sense to you, but anyway.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. Next one, mate. You can read out the next one underneath Jack Graham because you might like that one. I don't know if you've heard about that yet.
I have. Connor O'Sullivan extended his contract.
Yeah, staying at the Cats until the end of 2028. Which is awesome. So now when the rookies, or the players from the draft, rookies, whatever, when they hit the club from the draft, they get a 3-year contract. It used to be 2, but now it's 3, which I think is good. Give them more time to develop. But he's just extended for an additional 2 years on top of that 3. So he's going to at least be at the Cats for 5 years. He's already been there 1 year, and now this is his second. But Geelong supporters, obviously, nuffies, you can see the paraphernalia, but that's a great result for us because he's really developing well. He got an absolute bath from Cadman on the weekend. You can't deny that. But that's going to happen. He's a young footballer. He's still developing. And Cadman's young too, but he's been in the system a couple of years longer than Connor O'Sullivan. Not taking anything away from Cadman. He's going to feature in our highlights later on anyway. But just saying, Connor O'Sullivan, that when you're a bit younger in the AFL system, from my experience, what I've seen, I certainly haven't played AFL, but, there can be a bit of inconsistency between your best and your worst. But he'll be okay, won't he? He looks fantastic, doesn't he? Strong mark. He knows when to take his marks. He knows when to spoil. Yeah. He's wonderful to watch. He's a good user of the ball, I reckon, as well, by foot. Good decision-making, and would you agree? Yeah. All right. Good input there, mate. Thanks for that. Next one. This is interesting. Have you seen this news?
Dan Houston.
Yeah, out for 2 weeks. Groin strain. And Jeremy Howe out as well for, I think, only this week. But that's big news. They've got Fremantle who are going really well. Fremantle travelling to Melbourne, though, so that's going to be hard. But Dan Houston and Howe out, that's a big chunk of their back line. They've still got Quainer and Darcy Moore and whatever else, but and Josh Dacos off the half-back line, Maynard and stuff. But yeah, big news. Interesting. We'll talk about the Gold Coast later. Not necessarily Collingwood. I mean, they're still flying, but just seem to have some chinks in their armour.
What?
Yeah, like there's they're not unbeatable. I
And you
mean,
can see that.
you know,
Well,
they've lost 3 now, but they've won.
won 14.
They've won so consistently all season, but there's some chinks in their armour.
But you could see they only beat West Coast by 5 goals.
Yep.
And they were down to a Dons at nearly half time.
Yep.
Like they have been they're not like a side that's been just leading all the whole time.
Yeah.
And just winning every quarter by 10 plus points. They're not like that. They're just playing good.
Oh, certainly playing good, quality side. Going to be hard to beat in the finals, but not unbeatable. We saw that Friday night. The Gold Coast did a mighty job on them.
On Australia.
And we'll talk about them later as well. Yeah, for Australia. But and the last one, mate, Tom McCartan. So he's going to miss this week for Sydney. He got concussed there on the weekend. And do you know his brother Paddy McCartan? He was a round 1 draft pick, went to St Kilda, and then ended up in Sydney after a couple of years out of the game. Had a lot of issues with concussions, and he's obviously no longer playing the game. He's been medically retired because of his concussions. That's a big worry for Tom McCartan. I mean, Sydney are coming out saying, no, it's okay. You know, we've dealt with things like this. He'll be okay. But he's 26 years old. He's a very good defender. You'd hate. I mean, Jeremy McGovern just got medically retired with concussions. You'd hate to see him lost to the game through
Angus
concussions.
Brayshaw did, didn't he?
No, he's still playing. That was I'm thinking of the Brayshaw Andrew over at Freo, but yeah, that's right. He's another one. Nick Cox, who's an Essendon player, he got a concussion at training, in pre-season training, hasn't played all year, and there's a pathway for him to get back next season, but it looks grim. So yeah, interesting, sad.
Yeah,
but interesting. Under the pump this week, mate. These are 3 sides that they've probably featured under the pump at some point, but this is the run home to the finals. And
one of these sides run home is actually looking like they'll only lose 1 game. Maybe not.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
we won't tell.
So kick us off.
Hawks.
And now anyone can argue that these 3 are a bit stiff to be in here this week, but there's no point putting Carlton, Essendon, Port Adelaide, St Kilda. No point putting them in there because their season's over. It's done. They're just crawling to the finish line. These guys need to be winning games.
Well, we're probably going to start doing like the top 10 if they're having a bad week.
Absolutely. And the Hawks, so they were up by a couple of goals heading into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, by like 13 points.
Yep, and they conceded and lost. Now, they were on the road.
They lost by 13.
Yeah, so...
Which is a 26-point turnaround.
Did they get a goal in the last? I don't know if they did.
They did.
They went scoreless. So, and look, I get it. It's in WA. It's hard to win over there.
Fremantle had a 26-point turnaround.
Exactly. And so you went with your top 8 prediction there at the start of the show. So there was a ladder prediction done on Fox Footy a day or 2 ago, and they've got the Hawks finishing in 9th, which that's not good news for Hockball.
Well,
Hockball's in trouble. Hockety Hock is...
It could not get any worse. It's
not looking good.
Can it?
It's not looking good. So, they run home. They got Power at home, which is technically, it's in Tasmania, but they play there more, so calling it home. Suspect they win that. They got Carlton, suspect they win that. Crows away. Nah, you're not beating Crows away. Pies at home. Don't think you're winning that. Melbourne, I think you win, and then the Lions away, which I don't think you win. So that's 3-3 to finish off the season.
What are they? They've won 40. I think they're 11-6, or maybe 10-7.
I think they're 10-7. Yeah.
So then they've 13-10. Do you reckon that's a sneaks minus?
It could come down to percentage between, like a few sides. I think.
Actually, it might come down.
I think Brisbane, Adelaide, and Collingwood are finishing top 4, but then from 5th down to 9th, from 4th down to 9th, it's up for...
I reckon Cats are finishing top 4. With their run home.
Yeah, hard to argue. But
with the probably 5th to 9th, not sure.
No.
4th, I reckon you'd
found it. Probably. But anyway, that's Hockball. They're in strife.
Cats get another 20 points, you reckon?
I think so, yeah.
And then 64.
Hey, but You just don't know. We'll talk about them in a minute.
Like
So Hockball in trouble. Dogs, the next one.
Defence or leaking.
Just leaking goals. They are such a quality outfit. Like, I've been so impressed by them this year.
But they just
I thought they were stuffed. But
like they're letting sides get 100 points.
yeah, and you got to find a way to.
But on that time, they're just getting high scores.
They're getting but it's turning into shootouts, isn't it? That one we went to Geelong Doggies, and it just turned into a shootout, didn't it? Obviously we got up, but then they had it.
But they kicked inaccurate.
Inaccurately. Yeah, if they had kicked accurately, it could have been a different story. But against Adelaide, it was just a shootout. I think both sides scored over 100.
No, they
were 98 or something.
Yeah,
like
but in the Cats game, they both scored over 100.
But they've got so they've lost games recently to Cats, Hawks, and Crows, which is not good news.
Well,
because you suspect those three sides are playing finals, or they're the sides that you need to beat to be playing finals.
Yeah,
so there's some concerns there for the Dogs.
Well, they lost to the Giants, I'm pretty sure, too.
Yeah.
So that's 4 of the top 8 sides that you've dropped to.
Yeah, not good. So their run home, they got Lions away, which I'm putting a line through that.
Dropped, and then
they'll drop that. They got Bombers at home. They win that.
Yeah.
They got the Giants at home, which I mean, I'll be tipping Doggies, I'd imagine, but wouldn't be surprised if the Giants get them. They're doing really well. Then they got the D's. They win that. They got the Eagles. They win that. And Freo in Victoria, which they probably win that one as well. So I suspect, what's that? Probably 2 and 4 to finish off the season.
And I think they're 10 and 7.
No, sorry, 4 and 2, but it could be 5 and 1.
Who for the Dogs?
Yeah, so
they'll make finals.
They're playing finals. But little wake up call for them. They need to just Jones. It's Jones, isn't it? One of their big defenders.
Jones?
Yeah, but he's really been spotted all year.
Yeah.
And who's the other one? Buku Karmas, like he's been moved down forward. They've really changed their back half. I mean, they've had what's the tall fella's name there that was at Giants, Fremantle, and now at Rory Lobb.
Oh yeah.
So they got Rory Lobb down there. Yeah. Anyway, and then mate, this one hurts.
But this is
Cats. I've got some concerns.
But we've only lost the 2 top 8 sides. Brisbane and Giants.
Twice. So that's 4. Okay. Well, I've still got concerns.
Yeah.
I've got concerns. I just think when there's any team.
But when you tell we've bet Adelaide above us and Collingwood above us, they're 2 sides above us.
Dogs.
Hawks, Dogs, Fremantle.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I know, but I just think when the game is hot and there's a lot of pressure on it, they're just crumbling a little bit.
What about that Pies game?
Yeah, no, they lived up to it then, but remember, that's back in May or something. You don't win finals or grand finals in May.
And the Adelaide game, I suppose.
Yeah, and they really stood up there, but that was in April or something.
The Hockball game.
But, yeah, I'm just concerned when the game is hot, because that first 10 minutes against the Giants, Geelong was electric. And it was but then as soon as the Giants applied the clamps, Geelong just went to water. Like, their ball use was really poor, just turning it over. Their stoppage work was terrible.
But that's in energy. It's hard to win over there.
But they beat us at the Cattery as well. So.
I know. It's like the only side you think you're going to lose to.
Yeah. Look, and as you said, we've got a soft run home.
But if you only lose to the Giants all year, well, at least you know that's finals.
Yeah. Yeah, look, we've got a soft run home, so I suspect the Cats will be playing finals.
I reckon we could lose to North.
Oh, no, we'll beat North. Saints, I'm a little bit worried about the Saints. Sydney up at their home deck worries me a bit.
That's the only one that we think we're going to lose.
Yeah.
I hope we can do what Adelaide did to Sydney.
Yeah. And then, just because we're pressing on time here, the highlights, mate.
Brodie Grundy.
So, of his last 6 games, he's been rated in the top 4 players on the ground 6 times, in each of those. In 3 of those games, he was rated number 1 on the ground. He's having a phenomenal season. Now, this is a bloke that sort of got pushed out of Collingwood, went to Melbourne. He played his last game for Melbourne, or at the club. He was playing for Casey Demons, in the reserves. I don't know, it just didn't work with Max Gawn. Collingwood had, salary cap issues and stuff like that I think they needed to sort of part ways with some players. Treloar went and Brodie Grundy and, yeah, he's having a big year. Can he be All-Australian? Maybe. Hard to go past Gawn. He's had some sort of a season.
Yeah.
But Cherry and Grundy have to be second for...
Yeah.
Behind, equal second, I'd just about say. Grundy's really helped that resurgence at Sydney.
Yeah.
I mean, Errol Goulding coming back to the side helps, and the Papley when he was there, but he's obviously back out again injured. But Grundy, he's been the man. Next one, I reckon you might like the next one.
Oh, National Wanganeen Miller plays all.
Yeah, Nasiah Wanganeen Miller. Watching that game against Sydney, he's a freak.
I know.
He's so good. I really enjoy watching him. Can St Kilda keep him, or is he going back to South Australia? Yeah, there's a lot of talk about it.
Well, then if he's so good that he knows that club's not going to win a premiership anytime soon.
Nah, if I'm him, I'm trying to get to Adelaide. Get me to Adelaide.
Yeah, he should be trying to go to... If he goes to a good side, he will be more of a freak.
Yeah.
And he could win a premiership.
He
could win, 2.
Get him to Adelaide. Adelaide's just about in their premiership window.
He could win 2, win a best and first at a side. It could be a gun, just not if he was at a different side.
Yeah, he's a gun at St Kilda, and Saints ain't winning the flag anytime
more
soon.
Of a gun, though.
Port Adelaide ain't winning the flag anytime soon. So if I'm him, and because there's certainly a lot of whispers about him going back to South Australia.
Well,
I want Adelaide. I don't want Port Adelaide. What are you going to do? Port Adelaide, they're going to be hopeless for a few years. The thing I like about him, he can play all over the ground. He started off, I think, forward. Typically, he's off the half-back line, but then he went into the middle, and he's damaging anywhere.
And he's great at selling the candy. Yeah,
sells the candy. He carries the ball. I think he had 700-something metres gained there on the weekend. And last week, he had 40-odd touches. He's just having some sort of a season, so that's awesome. Cadman.
Yeah.
Got to talk about it. He was unreal. What about he kicked his 6th goal? Remember that? And he was 50 metres out on a 45-degree angle. It was a free kick. I thought that was a bit weak. But anyway, regardless, got up, went back, slotted it. He just pulled out the double cobra. Thought, oh, my gosh, this guy's a gun. What, he kicked 3 goals in about 5 minutes in the third quarter?
Yeah, and he kicked 4 in the third.
4 in total, yeah. He was... he had a game. Hey, and he's extended his contract as well.
Oh, yeah?
So, the old Giants have seen that and gone, nah, yep, let's lock him away. He's a freak. We want him. Jake Melksham.
Yeah, but he came back against Brisbane, and he still kicked 30 goals.
Melksham.
Yeah, Melksham.
Yeah, he's the last 3 or 4 weeks. He's kicked bags of goals each week. Remember 2 weeks ago against the Gold Coast, he kicked 5 goals, 6.
I know.
He could have kicked 7 or 8 goals, but so he's 34, either now or at the end of the year. There's a lot, and I think they will. I think they'll sign him on for another year. There's certainly a lot of talk about extending his contract one more season. You'd have to, wouldn't you? Yeah. Because who else they got? Bailey Fritsch.
If he's the only person that's going to kick goals.
I know. Where's Jacob Van Rooyen? He's just fallen off the face of the earth.
He looked like he was going to be a gun.
Yeah, he was going to be the man, but where's Daniel Turner? Is he playing down back? Or?
Yeah, he's down back.
Down back. Anyway, Melksham, you're on fire. Well done. Next one. Oh, this was for Australia.
Gold Coast.
You did it for Australia. Well done, guys. Thank you. I really liked them. Obviously they were just, how good were they in the first half?
Yeah.
But I think the thing I liked about them most was that Collingwood got in front in that last quarter, and they were coming home with a wet sail. And in years gone by, Gold Coast they fall over. That's it. We're done. Yep. But they're I think Anderson got a goal. Their captain got a goal late in the game, and there was another player as well. And they really stood up. They didn't just fold and.
As soon as they go down to 10 minutes, we just say bye bye.
Yeah, you sort of think, oh gosh, here we go. But not this side. This side's different. With Dimmer in charge, and obviously their young talents develop, Bailey Humphries, and and they've brought in good players as well. But no, I'm excited for what they can do in September. They're playing finals. They're definitely. Oh, you think they're playing finals? I mean, you said they were in the top 8 anyway, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, no, they're playing. They're good. Hey, oh my gosh, this next bloke, he's a monster.
What I feel for, yeah.
He is a monster. He's built like a monster. He looks like a monster, and he just monsters sides. He's just kicking bags of goals for fun. He's got the big beard. He's got massive guns. He's a monster. Oh, Phil for the wild man from Borneo. So I mean, it was a goal fest there on that was Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Doggies. It was a goal fest, but fair income. He's a machine, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's exciting. I'm excited to see what he can do in
September?
Yeah, if they can manage to get themselves a home qualifying final. I was speaking to Sammy, my sister, your auntie, tonight, and just saying he's going to be dangerous. And Adelaide, him and the whole Adelaide side are going to be dangerous in September. If they get a home qualifying final, I could see them making the prelim, which is at home, if they win. But I think home prelim into the grand final. Going to be hard to beat in Adelaide.
Do you know who you want to play him? Is I hope Collingwood play him in a Premiership qualifying.
Yeah, well, Collingwood would have to drop their first game to cross over and either play Brisbane or Adelaide at their home deck in a prelim. But
And the
yeah,
only side you could ask to do that is the Cats.
Cats are going to have to try and deliver here. And the last one, mate, I love this.
Freo season.
Yep, and not because they beat Hawks, the old Hawk Ball, arch enemy of the Cats. I just loved that it was season defining, and we've had them under the pump this year a couple of times, and
They were 16th on the ladder after round 1.
but even throughout the season, I thought they've underperformed, not on the weekend. That was a massive win. They needed to do it, and
they won like a 6-game winning streak until they lost to the Swans.
Yeah, which was, I suppose, disappointing, but they look good. And I'm excited to see what they can do in September. They were there a couple of years ago. They lost to Collingwood in 2022 in a semi-final in Melbourne. And then we thought, oh, yes, here come Freo. And then they've underperformed the next couple of years. But they are back. They are good. Caleb Sarong, he's a guy. He's very, very good. Jordan Clark, if he is not All-Australian, he'll definitely be in the 40-man squad. I could see him being on the half-back line or the back pocket in the All-Australian side.
Really?
He's very good. Disappointing that we lost him from the Cats, but he did want to go home, so sometimes you can't. Plus, I think he was getting limited opportunities at times, but he's very good. They are very good. I don't think they're going to win the flag, but I think they'll make a semi-final.
And drop it to Giants?
Well, I suspect they'll be playing away for a semi-final, so yeah.
So I'll probably drop it to Giants.
They may drop the elimination, but regardless, they're going to be there. So that's exciting. Mate, we have done enough talking this week. Tell us about your footy this week. You had a bye last week.
Yeah.
What's it look like this week for you? Run us through it.
So I played 2 games.
2 games. So you're filling in.
Yeah.
Filling in. Which is exciting because it's back in our hometown where we used to live. So we'll go to the pub afterwards for dinner, have a palmy. My
game started. It's over 7:30.
That's okay.
The Giants and Essendon game.
Yep. Can you talk us through it? How many goals you're aiming for this weekend?
6, but in the
over the 2 games. You've got Saturday morning. Our team. That's going to be a tough game against the quality opponent. And then Friday night, you actually filled in for this Ammo side against this same side you're playing. 6 or 7 weeks ago, and you had a good win that night, didn't you?
Yeah.
It'd be interesting. Anyway, that's it for us. I think we've had enough, haven't we?
Yeah.
Well, we love chatting footy, but I think we've had enough tonight. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully the Cats win. Hopefully your side might have a win as well. And we'll see you in the next episode. Hey, we might even get a footy a game day vlog for you on Friday night. I can film it.
Yeah.
Right, that'll do us. See you next one.